possible for the main events coming up later on this evening.
So it looks like the first turn beginning to roll in nicely, so it shouldn't be too much longer, and we'll be bringing these cars up to speed. We talked about all the work they do out here on the racetrack, and they've got a lot of equipment in the infield. They've got 2 tractors with different apparatus on the back of them. They've got a grader. They got a skid steer. And I think in the last hour and a half, we've seen all of them on the racetrack.
Yeah, you got the little excavator out there right now getting the tractor tires in place, the always infamous tractor tires around the speedway. Drivers will have to be careful around those, but getting those in place, so that means we're just about ready to get underway with the hot laps coming up here very shortly. 602 late models, Crate Racing 602 late model is going to be up first for their hot lap sessions.
I think in one of the local divisions last night, a driver got 2 for 1 on those Ute tires down there. I think he hit one, pushed it into another one, had both of them out on the racetrack. Lee Haygood going to be joining us for the local divisions, the track announcer here at Thunderhill Raceway. He can tell you all about the local divisions coming up. Give you a quick rundown of who's in the house tonight. Drivers that drew for Group A in qualifying. Here's the way that they're scheduled to come out. Caden Mullinex out of Birmingham, Alabama will be in the M2 car. Car number 97 will be Cody Overton, Little Sexy out of Thompson, Georgia. Dalton Cook from Salem, Alabama. He'll be in the 44D. Donald McIntosh from Dawsonville, Georgia in car number 79. 12F will be Jack Franklin out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Sam Searide, second in the Hunt the Front point standings out of Fort Payne, Alabama in car number 16. Matthew Bracado out of Muscle Shoals, Alabama in car number 78. Those will be the first 7 cars out for Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Group 2 in Dirt Draft Hot Laps out of Group A. Seth McCormick out of Muscle Shoals, Alabama in the S4 car. J27 for Jay Scott out of Fayetteville, Tennessee. The B00 for Josh Henry from Newport, Tennessee. Christian Hanger out of Winchester, Tennessee in car number 29. The 38 will be Dylan Tidmore from Gadsden, Alabama. And the B44 out of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, Grayson Brewer. That'll be the second group out in Group A for Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Third and final group for Group A in Dirt Draft Hot Laps is the way they drew. Car number 83, Jensen Ford out of Piney Flats, Tennessee. Josh Putnam, the defending Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series champion from Florence, Alabama in the 212 car. 388 for Jackson Highs out of Ocala, Florida. He is the current Rookie of the Year point leader. Hayden Cowan out of Rincon, Georgia. In car number 14, Dusty Quillen. Car number 2 out of Florence, Alabama. And the final car in the third group of Dirt Draft Hot Laps in Group A. Car number 10, Joseph Joyner, currently 4th in the Hunt the Front point standings out of Bilton, Florida. So the 602s coming up to speed. So they will let them work this track in.
Got a lot of our Crate USA classes here tonight, Roby. 602 is going to be starting out here. And the Hunt the Front Super late models will be coming in following our Crate USA 602 late models. As you see those guys warming up out here on the track, you got the B&B B14 out here right now, which is, or excuse me, the 214. I said the B14. The 214 out of Cornersville, Tennessee, Dylan Buys. In the number 74, you see him seen him going down the backstretch there out of Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, Levi Rolling. Behind Levi. In the number 9 car, out of Talladega, Alabama, Brody Thompson. And you see on the screen there on Hunt the Front in the F26. That was Mark Fields' car here at the Mark Fields Memorial. Of course, his brother-in-law, Dustin Stutz, fielding that F26 this evening. Dustin Stutz, a local racer, been racing here at Thunderhill for many years now. Several feature victories here at Thunderhill Raceway Park. Good to see Dustin out here on the track. He's usually in his 102 car, but fielding the F26 this evening in memory of his brother-in-law, Mark Fields. Also out on the track in that number 20 that you see going by out of Winchester, Tennessee, Blake Haddon. Blake Haddon in the number 20. And the racing for those who can in the number 75, in case you didn't see him earlier. That's Charlie Ray Howe out of Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Charlie Ray Howe has no leg usage, but yet knows how to drive that race car with his hands. There he is on the screen now. Hebrews 12:1 written on the back of his spoiler in the Technocraft number 75. Again, that's Charlie Ray Howe out of Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, piloting that hot rod. I think I went through the field. I missed the 45. I apologize for that, but we'll get him now. Out of Tullahoma, Tennessee in the 45, Billy Tenby. As our Hunt the Front drivers will be making their way out here to the track. Hunt the Front, you need to be in the staging area.
At the front, Super Dirt Series cars rolling out on the speedway for Dirt Draft Hot Laps. This will be our first of 6 groups. We'll have 3 groups in Group A for qualifying and 3 flights for Group B for qualifying. Car number 16 rolling out on the speedway, currently second in the Hunt the Front point standings. Out of Fort Payne, Alabama, the Troy Baird Truck and Trailer Service Longhorn for Slammin' Sammy Seawright.
And the next driver out there on the speedway in the M2 machine. Out of Birmingham, Alabama, one of the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series Rookie of the Year contenders in the CRM Motors ASC warranty. Number M2, that'll be Caden Mullinex in the 2 machine.
Next up in the 44D will be Dalton Cook out of Salem, Alabama. The Riverside Window and Door Cook Heating and Air rocket with a Clements power plant under the hood.
And the 78 car out of Muscle Shoals, Alabama, the Allied Auto Parts, Ben Bricato Auto Sales. Number 78, that'll be Matthew Bricato in car number 78.
Car number 12 out on the speedway. 12F of Jack Franklin out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
And the 97 car, he'll come to us out of Thompson, Georgia. The Tri-State engines and transmissions, Molly Pistons, Budweiser, Rocket XR2 machine. That'll be the 97 of Little Sexy, Cody Overton.
And in the 79 car from Dawsonville, Georgia, the Colton Farms BHR Fabrication Hicks Racing with a Clements engine. That'll be Donald McIntosh.
Underway here in the first wave of Dirt Draft Hot Laps for the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series. There you see on your screen Donald McIntosh in the 79, rolling around the speedway 12.521 on his first lap. Slamming Sammy Seawright goes to 12.543. Caden Mullinex. As the field sorts it out, a quick hot lap session. We got a smoker on the back straightaway. That'll be the 44D of Dalton Cook. Throwing a little smoke down on the back straightaway.
They're just trying to get rid of some of the skeeters out there.
Yeah, got the pest control out there with the 44D of Cook, who will be a little slow on the speedway. But just like that, hot lap session number 1 coming to a conclusion. A little sexy Cody Overton, quickest in the first wave of hot laps, 12.346, followed by Donald McIntosh, Sam Seawright, Matthew Mercado, and Dalton Cook rounding out the top 5 despite the smoke.
So the cars will make their way to the pit area. Very unique way they come to the pits here at Thunderhill Raceway. They exit the track in turn 3, come around the outside of the racetrack, and they parade right down in front of the main grandstand behind the flag stand. Here at Thunderhill Raceway, fans get a real close-up look at these cars as they head back to the pit area that's located behind turn 1.
That's what you call the ultimate fan experience right there, with the cars like directly in front of you, rolling back to their pits. Pretty cool sight right there for the people in the grandstands.
That's a good deal. Out on the racetrack in the B00 out of Newport, Tennessee, the Henry Trucking Cantrell Trucking Special for Josh Henry.
And the 29 car, he'll come to us out of Winchester, Tennessee, in the Hangers Hardwood Flooring, number 29, 2023, limited late model version of the Mark Fields Memorial winner. That'll be Christian Hanger in the 29.
Car number 44, the B44 for Grayson Brewer out of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. The Brewer Brothers Racing H&H Lumber Capital Race car.
And the 38 car, that'll be Dylan Tidmore. He'll come to us out of Gaston, Alabama. The Tidmore Construction Longhorn Chassis number 38 machine. Coming to a stop over there in turn number 3, excuse me.
And in the J27 out of Fayetteville, Tennessee, it'll be Jay Scott in the Baird Trucking Elite Concrete Longhorn.
And also out there on the speedway, the S4 entry at Muscle Shoals, Alabama, the Long Lewis Ford BMF race cars number S4. That'll be Seth McCormick.
Green light is on. We are underway. Group 2 of Group A. Coming up to speed.
Cody Overton quickest in the first group, 12.346. We'll see if any of these drivers can compete with that.
And starting to get those times recorded, courtesy of My Race Pass.
Dylan Tidmore, the 38 machine, the Gaston, Alabama driver, 12.644. The best time on the speedway right now. Seth McCormick, 12.645. That's very, very close. And it's Grayson Brewer, 12.74. Jay Scott, Christian Hanger, your top 5. As McCormick moves to the top of the leaderboard, 12.5. Christian Hanger with a 12.499, 12.5 flat for the 29 of Christian Hanger, the fastest in Group 2.
So once again, we're having the live look in on Hunt the Front Facebook page and also on the YouTube page. So you can get a look at these cars and make your dirt draft picks.
Now, welcome each and every one of you watching on the YouTube and the Facebook page. Live here at the Thunderhill Speedway, night number 2 of the 3rd annual Mark Fields Memorial. With the Hunt Front Super Dirt Series, we're in Dirt Draft Hot Laps right now, getting ready to roll out wave number 3 for the Dirt Draft Hot Laps. And there you see in the 212 out of Florence, Alabama, that'll be Josh Putnam and the Zippy Auto Sales, Morris Miller Construction, Rocket Chassis.
Josh Putnam, the defending Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series national champion.
And the 83 car out of Johnson City, Tennessee, in the Mining Construction TNT race cars. It'll be Jensen Ford in the 83 car.
That's the TNT house car out of Piney Flats, Tennessee, driven by Jensen Ford. Got the 388 car. He is our Rookie of the Year point leader. Jackson Highs out of Ocala, Florida. Triple Crown trailers, down to earth, black diamond with an H&R engine.
Rolling around here for hot lap session, the 14 car. That'll be Hayden Cohen. Hunt the Front, Joseph Joyner out there on the racetrack as well out of Milton, Florida. And Dusty Quillen in car number 2 also out there on the racetrack here for Dirt Draft Hot Lap Session number 3. As there you go with Josh Putnam. On board with Josh Putnam. He is the fastest here in Hot Lap Session number 3, 12.31 on the Speedway.
And you're riding with Josh Putnam in the 212 car on huntthefront.tv. That's the look over his left shoulder as he's at the top of the list. 12.310, Hayden Cowden, second quick. Joseph Joyner, third quick in car number 10 at 12.463. Jensen Ford, fourth quick. Jackson Highs rounding out the top 5 in the 388 car. He's our ATC Bolts Rookie of the Year point leader, 8th overall in the point standings.
And that'll wrap it up for Group A of the Dirt Draft Hot Laps. We'll get ready to move over to Group B. These will be the drivers in Group B of qualifying. And the first driver out there on the Speedway in the 25. He'll come to us out of Zemblon, Georgia, in the Capital Race Car SCS Solutions. Number 25, that'll be the Georgia Bulldog, Shane Clanton.
Car number 21 out of Hayden, Alabama, the Ray Miller's Body Shop, Paul Miller Auto Service Longhorn for Shea Miller. Shea Miller, a new entry tonight.
And last night's feature winner out of Commerce, Georgia, in the Shelton Trucking, Freeman Plumbing, Rocket XR1. That'll be Peyton Freeman.
Last night's winner, Peyton Freeman. We just heard that Oakley Johns will not be out for hot laps. Has a hole in his radiator. They just found that out.
Braden Skinner in the 15 car, the Dixon Plumbing, Lazy Hog Barbecue, number 15, out of Spring Hill, Tennessee. And Dylan Hatchett in the 59, also out there on the racetrack in the Journey Logging, out of Cornersville, Tennessee, number 59.
Also scheduled to be out on the Speedway, the ETC Matt Cooper out of McKenzie, Tennessee, the Ronnie Cooper Trucking Wilson Heat and Air Rocket.
There you see last night's feature winner out of Commerce, Georgia, in the F1. Peyton Freeman currently third quick here in the Dirt Draft Hot Laps as the Georgia Bulldog, Shane Clanton, 12.41. The fastest in Group B of Group number 4 of Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Roby, it's going by pretty quick. Only 2 more groups set to hot lap here.
Yes, and then we prepare to qualify. My race pass qualifying going to be interesting tonight. The times have been pretty tight out there.
Yes, they have. And the difference from last night, they're going to actually have to run heat races tonight. They didn't run heat races last night with a little quicker of a format. But racing for $15,000 tonight, so you have the heat races and last chance qualifiers coming up in just a little bit. So the qualifying going to set the lineups for the heat races later on this evening. And there you see the 57 machine, the 157. That'll be Cameron Marler.
I believe that is Zach Mitchell. Nope, Zach's in the black car. We got the 57s backwards here.
Yeah, Cameron Marlin at Winfield, Tennessee. Stormy Scott, Las Cruces, New Mexico, in the 2S car, rolling around the Speedway, getting ready for Dirt Draft Hot Laps.
There's the 23 car for Corey Hedgecock out of Loudon, Tennessee. The BMF Race Cars, Eagle Racing Engines entry.
And the 116 entry, that'll be Cameron Weaver. Cameron Weaver going to come to us out of Crossville, Tennessee, in the 116 entry, the Henderson Motorsports 116.
First car we saw out there, we didn't get to mention him, and that was the J8 of Jaden Frame out of Winchester, Tennessee. He's in the Riggs Drilling Solutions Longhorn.
And the Wells number 11 machine, your current Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series points leader in the Wells Racing Muscle Factory. Number 11 here tonight, that'll be Big Sexy Brandon Overton.
There's the J8, a Jaden frame.
And the green flag is out, and hot lap session number 5 is underway. Going to have one more group coming up right after this one. There you see Brandon Overton on your screen, watching at home. Had a great challenge for the lead last night. Ended up with a third-place finish after it was all said and done. But he had many of the opportunities to capitalize and pick up the race win. Couldn't just quite get it done. But he said he was going to go back to the drawing board and get that set up right and can try to compete for that $15,000 here tonight and get himself another win with the series. Corey Hedgecock in the 23 car coming off a 6th place finish up at the World 100 a couple of weekends ago at the Eldora Speedway. In the house with us this weekend, looking for a better run here tonight. Story Scott in the 2S car also on your screen.
Quick so far in that group at 12.386. Brandon Overton, car number 11. A lot of people have said, why isn't he in the 76 car? Well, he drives for Wells Motorsports, and that's their traditional wrap, the Wells 11, and the 2 L's are the 11 in the number, so that's why Brandon Overton had that car at the World 100 at Eldora. He turned in a 12.413. Corey Hitchcock, third quick, car number 23. Fourth quick, Cameron Weaver in the 116, and Jaden Frame rounding out the top 5.
Tell you what, Roby, just like last night, these times here in hot laps all so close and tight together. It's just going to make qualifying all that more important. Coming up here in just a little bit as our final wave of Dirt Draft Hot Laps making their way out onto the speedway.
And the 3 car was out there. Brad Skinner out of Spring Hill, Tennessee. The Gateway Tire, Dixon Plumbing, Longhorn. And there's the 57 of Zach Mitchell out of Honorary, South Carolina. He's in the Clay Hood, SoCar Chemical, Colton Farms, Longhorn. And we had the 57 out there earlier. That was 57M, Cameron Marlar out of Winfield, Tennessee. Winner of the race at Lake Cumberland Speedway. Marlar and Sons dismantling Curl Properties Longhorn with a Clemens power plant.
The 96 car, that'll be Tanner English and the Colton Farms Autism Awareness number 96 in a Benton, Kentucky, rolling around the speedway. Also out there in the speedway, the 45 out of White Bluff, Tennessee. The Mid-Tennessee Motorsports number 45, that's a Logan Brown. And the 12 on your screen, that'll be Air Force Ashton Winger in car number 12. And the Jeff Matthews Motorsports Kaiser Manufacturing number 12.
Also, Trey Mills in the 14 Junior out of St. Augustine, Florida. The Mills Concrete, Integra Shocks, Black Diamond with an H&R power plant.
Well, the final wave of hot laps rolling around the speedway. Dirt Draft Hot Laps for the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series is underway. White flag already in the air. Just how quickly it goes. Tanner English to the top of the leaderboard. 12.582 in this group. Ashton Winger up to second. Missing Data currently sitting third right now, followed by Skinner, Trey Mills.
That would be Ashton Winger in the 12 car.
And just like that, Dirt Draft Hot Laps has come to a conclusion. Tanner English, 12.582, fastest in that group.
And looking at my race pass, Ashton Winger in the 12 car snuck in there at 12.410. So he'll have bragging rights in that final flight of Dirt Draft Hot Laps. So we've got the local divisions. They'll be coming out for hot laps. We got the dwarf cars, the Crate Racing USA Modifieds, Crate Racing USA Street Stocks. And then we will go my race pass qualifying for the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series. Everybody that qualifies makes it into a heat race. They will qualify for their starting spot in one of 4 heat races coming up later on this evening. So we'll turn it over to Lee Haygood. We'll step out of the way. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
All right, got our dwarf cars going to be coming out. Dwarf cars to the track. Dwarf cars to the track. Dwarf cars making their way out on the track. We've got several different areas represented here in our dwarf cars. Got a big race for those guys as well this evening as our dwarf cars coming out on the track. We'll probably split them up. Got 18 of those here at Thunderhill Raceway Park. Excited to see all those guys coming out, supporting our big race tonight for our dwarf class. As they have split half the field to the infield. 3, 6, 9, that is correct. 9 and 9. Let's see, we still got 9. Looks like 8 still left on the track. Missing 1, maybe. Or they might be hid where Lee can't see them. Either way, we got Sparta, Tennessee's and number 95, Michael Norris, along with 96, Cody Norris. Old Hickory, Tennessee's 92D of Drew Edwards, and the 22G out of Pulaski, Tennessee, Jason Graves. One showing on the screen right now in the 77, the orange 77 out of Linville, Anthony Rowe. They've kicked them up, green flags out. There you see the 82 car out of Prospect, Tennessee, Tyler Pinnell. The 00 car you've got a picture of now out of Pulaski, Tennessee, Jason Hall. Going by the flag stand over in turns 1 and 2 now in the number 25 out of Murfreesboro, Illinois, Blake Hutchinson. Got an eye on that white 117 out of Pulaski, Tennessee. That's Hunter Defoe. White flag being shown to the field here in hot lap dwarf cars. 57 is out here out of Cookeville, Tennessee. That was Dakota Richards. Got a spin over in turns 1 and 2. Talking about Dakota Richards, he had to show out when I mentioned him. As you've seen the 222 going just high of him out of Sunbright, Tennessee. That was Wes Jones. The replay you see, it looks like he just kind of got under somebody and tried to lock it down without spinning somebody else out. Probably a smart thing to do here in hot lap sessions. As the next group of our dwarf cars is going to be pulling out on the track. There you see the K9. K9 out of Shelbyville, Tennessee, John Oman. As well as the 44 you seen in front of the K9. That hot rod's out of Shelbyville, Tennessee. That's Richard Bond. Richard Bond taking several victories here when the dwarfs come here or either up the road at Tennessee National Raceway. Also got the number 5 I seen rolling by. As we're getting ready to go for our second group of dwarf hot laps. 5M out of Cowan, Tennessee. That was Matthew McDonald. Green flag is out. Here we go. I just seen the last of the dwarfs coming onto the track. That was the one that we were missing earlier. Just popped out on the track out of the pit area. As Mr. Flagman Ricky out on the flag stand this evening in our local divisions. Ricky being a part of the track here racing years ago and then being a promoter and everything else here at Thunderhill Raceway Park. Always active here. Now kind of watches over our kids mini cup division, which is not running tonight, so allowed Ricky a little extra time to get up on the flag stand. Always does a phenomenal job on the flag stand as well. Checker flag being displayed to our field here. In the dwarf cars. Seen the 88 go by. I don't remember calling his name out of Shelbyville, Tennessee. That was Matt Lipman. As our dwarf cars hot laps going to be completed. Dwarf sponsorships this evening, the longest haul from Hall's Home Improvement, as well as second heat winner from Hall's Home Improvement. And the first heat race winner as well. Extra money given this evening to from Hall's Home Improvement for our dwarf extra sponsorship. Fastest qualifier from Woods and Wings Taxidermy. S&R Guns Hard Charger Award. Pinnell Maintenance first heat, last place. And I believe that's Warby Speedway, $200 toward first place, and that's for our dwarf sponsorship. Again, special race going on in our dwarf division this evening as our Crate USA modified sportsmen make their way out to the track. Crate USA Street Stock, you need to be in the staging area. Crate USA Street Stock, you need to be in the staging area. That'll get all of our local hot lapping and our hunt the front hot lapping done. Crate USA Street Stock, you need to be in the staging area. And then we'll have the hunt the front late model qualifying following our Crate USA Street Stock hot lap session. Got 7 of these on the track now. I believe we've got 16 entries in all, so they'll probably do 2 different sessions here in our Crate USA Modified Sportsman Division. Ricky's got the light flashing, getting ready to go green here in group number 1. Green flag is out. Here we go. That's the D54 of Dylan Daniels out of Iron City, Tennessee, on your screen now. As well as the 29 car of Brian Ferguson out of Lincoln, Alabama. And following him is the number 7 car out of Talladega, Alabama. That's Parker Thompson. There's the number 99. Joy's Marine, number 99 of Blake Cross. White flag being displayed to the field. As you see the number 18 rolling by you as well. That's going to be Bradley Oliver out of Columbia, Tennessee. Also seeing the 98 car out on the track. And you've seen the QR code that was just on the screen. If you will scan that QR code, there you go. I'm sorry, I didn't catch it until I just now seen it. If you'll scan that QR code and shoot us a picture from wherever you're watching us from, all around the world, it doesn't matter. Shoot a picture of you sitting and enjoying the racing or whatever. You see some of these pictures on the screen. It looks like some race shops. It looks like racetrack itself. It looks like somebody's bedroom or whatever. It doesn't matter. Scan that QR code and let us know where you're watching us from here on Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series. Know you guys have a lot of other things you could be doing this evening, but we appreciate you tuned in to us here on Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series. As well as all you folks that's here in the stands at Thunderhill Raceway Park. Hope you're enjoying a great night of racing as you see these cars coming down Thunder Boulevard here. Right in front of the crowd, there's Bradley Oliver. He's rolling his 18 by right behind the flag stand. You've heard Roby talk about it. Again, Thunder Boulevard, the way the drivers actually have to exit the track here at Thunderhill Raceway Park. They exit off of turn 3, come around the outside wall, and then come right in front of our grandstand fans right here at Thunderhill Raceway Park. Group number 2 kicking off her under green flag as Ricky's got the green flag and the green light out there. You see the 929 on the screen of Joel Landers out of Shelbyville, Tennessee. Caution flag coming out here. Had caution on the track. And you see the 24 being shown now. That's going to be Tone out of Linden, Tennessee, Dawson Tone. And then you've seen the 25 right there. That's what brought out the caution. Out of Santa Fe, Tennessee, that's going to be Seth Johnston piloting that hot rod this evening. Also on the track, I see the number 47 of Cody Qualls out of Centerville, Tennessee. There you see the Joy's Marine, number 24 of Dawson Tone. Back underway here. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Hot lap here in our Crate USA Modified Sportsman. Already see a couple of them looking like a little racy here during hot lap session. Hopefully they stay spread out. We don't get anybody in any kind of trouble. Seen that number 1 just now coming out of turn number 4. That's going to be Walker Greer. White flag being displayed to the field. There you see the number 42 car. That 42 is out of Camden, Tennessee. Jacob Bryant piloting that hot rod this evening. Checker flags out. That's going to slow our Crate USA Modified Sportsman hot lap session number 2 down in our Crate USA Modified Sportsman. Seen that number 21 go by as well. That car has won several features here at Thunderhill Raceway Park. And again, up the road at Tennessee National Raceway and over at Duck River as well. That's the Centerville, Tennessee driver of Bradley Qualls in that D21. Crate USA Street Stock to the track. Crate USA Street Stock to the track. Hunt the front. Super late models to the staging area. Your qualifying will be next. Want to thank all of you that's tuned in or been tuned in to our Facebook, the Hunt the Front Facebook page, or the Hunt the Front YouTube page as well. Thank you for tuning in. You're about to be cut off. It's time to get over on the Hunt the Front actual .tv, huntthefront.tv. You can check out the remainder of the racing here. You've got a great look in at our Facebook page. You've got a great look in at YouTube. It's time to get over to Hunt the Front if you want to see the remainder of this evening here at Thunderhill Raceway Park. We thank you for tuning in and joining us. We thank each and every one of you because we know we got plenty of other things you could be doing other than watching racing. Group number 1 here in Crate USA Street Stock on the track. In our group number 1, you see that J3